So, yeah. Hi, Lewis. Right. So, guess what? This is so new. We should have seen it coming. You know, uh, Captain Marvel's got up to like 90% fresh tomatoes. Uh, and is that any surprise when we found out that one of the head people behind Rotten Tomatoes was a Disney executive who managed to take down the want to see column on Captain Marvel's website. Right, took away most of the comments. Right, protecting the Disney franchise, and now we get all these critics raving about the movie, right? That people are lost interest in, right? I mean, 90% of a female character. Now, I could be way wrong. Okay, could be my biased stuff, but again, it's a Disney film that's got 90%, and the audience, Joe Public, will probably rate it different, like Star Wars and everything else. Uh, and that's because basically the critics, they get a wee backhand for Disney, because Disney is a big global empire thing. And now if you take in mind that critics will always rave about any sort of thing that's related to Disney. Now, why do I hate Disney so much? Because they destroyed Star Wars, a franchise that I grew up loving. They destroyed it. They destroyed everything from the female gender thing, and I don't mean the female as in, I mean just the politics, right? Feminism, right? They wanted to push the female hero that shouldn't have been pushed in the first place, right? So they destroyed that, and then so after destroying Star Wars, they get Captain Marvel, and there's talks about Captain Marvel fronting the Avengers. So that's another women thing, and lead that's them pushing the agenda again. So they take off the comments, take off the want to see thing, right? And they get the critics to give it a thumbs up. And so what are people going to do? People are going to go and see these films, and because of, say, the populace is saying that it's good, then everybody will say it's good, even though it's not, right? And because they always go for the popular opinion, people will just say, "Oh, everybody's raving about it. I'll go and see it. Must be good, right? Oh, they must have seen something I didn't," and then they'll see it. But now the veil has dropped. Okay, the curtain has fell down, and we can see the man behind the curtain, like us. And Dorothy and the Wizard and shit, like, we can see who's behind the curtain, and it's Disney. And now that we see what the critics are doing and how Rotten Tomatoes are, maybe we've all been wrong. Maybe there's a lot of us that has been blindsided, like that film, They Live, with John Carpenter suddenly puts on the sunglasses, and we can see what they're really like, and we've been judging the wrong films. We've been, for people who didn't like BVS, right, looked at the critics, go, "Oh, Man of Steel," and says, "That must be rubbish. Oh, I'm not going to see that. As rubbish. I'll watch it." Oh, the vast majority said rubbish. I don't want to stick it. That's rubbish, because I've been brainwashed. I've been brainwashed into thinking what makes a good movie. I've been told by Disney what is a good movie. You haven't been told by Disney, you've been told by Rotten Tomatoes. Same thing. Okay, anything Disney does, Rotten Tomatoes, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Big fresh tomatoes and whatever. Right? Especially when they've put in a lot of money into the Captain Marvel franchise. They told their ex-employee, "Listen, do us a favour, pal, we're going to take away this want to see stuff." Right? Meanwhile, Brie Larson's out there mouthing off, "Oh, this isn't for white men." Well, what do you think now, Brie Larson? What do you think now that probably the majority of critics, white paid critics, white men that have been paid by Disney, they're raving about your movie? And you've still got the same thing to say about them? I don't know. Are they not paid by Disney? Have you got proof in that? Is that your proof that they're not paid by Disney? But they're right men. So that throws your whole opinion out the window. So the whole lot of this is just a sham. And to be honest, after seeing this, and of course I'm a big DC fan, right? Seen Shazam trailer 2, it's grown on me. It really has. Now I've liked Shazam. Never been a big fan of him. You know, watched him in the animated movies and the comic Days of Thunder. Bought a couple of Shazam stories, and I loved the 52 thing with Black Adam. You know, but it's never gelled with me. And now that I've seen the trailer, and it's like the brightest side of Superman as though if he was a kid, you know, without the sort of direction given by his parents, because as his foster child he can act crazy and nuts. This film has for me again more interesting, and I'm excited to see that film, and now we have this Captain Marvel thing, and let's wait and see. Will Shazam be given a good tomato score? This is the thing we have to watch out, because this Shazam movie has every trait that any sort of Marvel film has done before, but it actually looks funny. It actually looks like it's got some decent jokes, and it's kid and it's family fun and everything else, and there has been no agenda put on it. It's not just directed to kids, it's not just directed to males or females, it's directed to everyone. Nobody's behind the scenes saying blabbing on about any sort of man or womankind, right? Now, but this Captain Marvel seems to have that. Are the critics too scared to put a feminist sort of so-called movie down in case they get a backlash from some sort of movement, or are they too scared to put it down in case Disney buy them some sort of free gift for backing their story up? Does the executive of Rotten Tomatoes does he not get a nice wee bonus from Disney? This is a global evil sort of empire who has an agenda, who destroyed Star Wars, who has an agenda returning, who's got the monopoly over movies, is buying everything from Fox and everything else. Should we allow this? Now here's the thing. In this country, the one car dealership is Arnold Clark. Right! It's Arnold Clark. Arnold Clark can get away with ripping people off services, MOTs for your car. Why? Because they own most of the car dealerships in this country. They don't care about you. They just care about the money, and they can make any rubbish and whatever new car comes on the market, they'll buy that. They'll buy Kia, they'll buy Jaguar, they'll buy Rover, they'll buy everything. We don't want that for the film industry. So let's make a stand, and let's not go and see any more Disney movies. Let's not go and see Captain Marvel. Let's not fall for this, and let's actually start appreciate director-driven movies like BVS or Man of Steel, as came before. Let's start opening our eyes to better films, and let's not listen to them. That's DC Vigilante. That's my truth.